You're here because you're looking at the legendary Henckels Classic 7-inch Santoku knife. Maybe you need an upgrade. Maybe you want that perfect Japanese-style all-rounder. Maybe you've seen the glowing 4.9-star Amazon rating and the promise of German steel. You're in the right place, because I'm going to show you everything this knife is and isn't. But here's what surprised me after months of testing. A near-perfect rating can hide some very real, very frustrating problems. Therefore, before you spend $85, you need to hear this honest review. For the best price on Amazon right now, click the link in the description. Let's get into it. Let's start with the good because there is plenty. The Henckels Classic Santoku is a beautiful piece of kitchen kit. You pull it from the box and it feels substantial, thanks to that fully forged construction. There's no weld. The steel runs from the tip right into the handle, which Henckels calls a seamless transition. It gives it a solid, balanced feel in the hand. The handle is their classic triple rivet design, curved and ergonomic. It's comfortable, I'll give them that. The blade has a professional satin finish and it comes sharp. I mean, it'll glide through a tomato or an onion right out of the gate. It's got that iconic Henckels twin logo on the blade, a mark that screams quality to most people. So far, so good, right? You're probably thinking, this guy said problems, but this sounds perfect. Therefore, let's talk about what you're actually buying. Here's our first contrarian snapback. This is not a Japanese Santoku. This is a German interpretation of one. That matters more than you think. A true Santoku is typically lighter, thinner, and has a different grind. The Henckels is a beefy, thicker blade. It's like comparing a sports car to a luxury sedan. Both are cars, but they drive completely differently. If you want that laser-like precision for delicate herb work, this knife can feel a bit like a cleaver. It's a great prep knife for heavy-duty chopping, but don't expect finesse. It's the kitchen equivalent of a bodybuilder trying to do ballet. Powerful, but maybe not graceful. Now, let's dive into the steel. They say it's high-quality German stainless steel. That's true, it's X50CR Mo V15, which is the industry standard for German cutlery. It's a good steel, but here's the trade-off. It's designed for toughness and stain resistance, not for holding a razor edge forever. Therefore, compared to some harder Japanese steels, this blade will dull faster with heavy use. You will need to hone it frequently and sharpen it more often than the marketing might have you believe. That 4.9-star rating might make you think it stays sharp for years. It doesn't. It's a relationship. You have to put work in. It's like a high-maintenance houseplant that's very pretty but wilts if you look at it wrong. Let's talk about the handle and that tireless cutting promise. The curved, triple-rivet polypropylene handle is indeed comfortable for a pinch grip, but it's also quite bulky. If you have smaller hands, this handle can feel like you're shaking hands with a baseball bat. It's not dainty. And tireless cutting? Well, that's subjective. The weight and balance are forward-heavy, which is good for chopping, but after dicing 20 onions, your wrist might have a different opinion on what tireless means. It's less tireless, more I'll tire you less than a bad knife. A solid B for effort. Here's a big one. They say it's dishwasher safe. And technically it is. The materials can survive the dishwasher. But if you care about this knife at all, putting it in the dishwasher is a cardinal sin. The high heat and harsh detergents will dull the blade incredibly fast and can damage the handle over time. It's like saying your leather shoes are puddle safe. They are, but you'll ruin them. Hand wash only. Always. This feature is basically a trap for people who will then complain the knife got dull. Now let's address the elephant in the kitchen. The price. At $84.95, this sits in a very competitive zone. You're paying for the Henckels name, the forged construction, and that made-in-Spain quality control. But is it the best value? Therefore, we need to compare. For that money, you could get a fully Japanese-made Santoku from a brand like Tajiro, or explore other German brands. You're paying a premium for the brand heritage. It's the difference between buying a designer t-shirt and a high-quality plain one. Both cover your torso, but one has a logo that costs extra. And hey, sometimes that logo is worth it, just not always for the reasons you think. I've been making jokes, but let's get serious about the top positive reviews on Amazon. People love it. They rave about the sharpness, the balance, the feel, and those feelings are valid. For many home cooks, this knife is a massive upgrade from their old, dull, big-box store set. It feels professional. It performs well. The problems start when you have a basis for comparison or very specific needs. It's a great generalist knife, but not a specialist. So why the "don't buy" in the title? Because I want you to buy the *right knife, not just a popular one. Blindly following ratings is like choosing a restaurant based only on the line outside. It might be good, but you don't know if it's good for you. Let's recap the problems clearly. 1. It's a thick German-style blade masquerading as a nimble Santoku. 2. The steel requires more maintenance than harder options. 3. The handle is bulky for some. 4. The dishwasher-safe claim is a disservice to the knife's longevity. 5. The price is premium for what is essentially a very good, but not exceptional, entry into the forged knife world. Therefore, who is this knife actually for? It's for the home cook who wants a single, solid, dependable, forged Western brand knife for most tasks. Someone who doesn't mind honing it weekly and sharpening it a few times a year. Someone with medium to large hands who appreciates a sturdy feel. But what if that's not you? What if you want something lighter, sharper out of the box, with better edge retention? Then you should look at Japanese options. What if you're on a tighter budget? There are excellent stamped knives from Victorinox that will perform 90% as well for half the price. The Henckels Classic Santoku is not a bad knife. It's a very good knife. But it's not the perfect knife for everyone, and that 4.9-star rating paints a dangerously unanimous picture. It's the kitchen knife version of a movie everyone says you must see, and it's fine, but you leave wondering what all the fuss was about. So, what's the resolution? Should you buy it? My final verdict is this. If you've read all these problems and they don't sound like problems to you, then yes, you will likely be very happy with this purchase. It's a reputable brand, it's well made, and it will be a workhorse. But if any of those issues gave you pause, if you wanted a true laser Santoku, if you hate maintenance, if your hands are small, then you should keep looking. Your perfect knife is out there, and it might not have the twin logo on it. Do your research beyond the star rating. And remember, a knife is the most personal tool in your kitchen. It has to feel right in your hand, not just on a product page. For the absolute best price on the Henckels Classic 7-inch Santoku on Amazon today, click the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.